Yo guys, Eddie Hates Anime here to talk about a series that is very near and dear to my, as well as I'm assuming a lot of your guys' hearts, Dragon Ball. Dragon Ball recently dropped a new movie titled Dragon Ball Super Dragon Ball Hero Ball, Dragon Ball Super Hero Ball Super, Dragon Ball Super Hero. God damn it. Damn, just having two supers in the same title confused my small little brain. But yeah, the movie actually dropped, well, in the script I wrote yesterday at the time of recording this. It was yesterday at the time of writing the script. At the time of recording this, it has been like a week. I don't know. The actual video itself is late. That's what I wrote in here. Yeah, because I knew it was going to take a minute for me to edit it. I didn't realize it was going to take this long for me to record it, but it doesn't matter. I'm going to do a non-spoiler review of the film, and then talk spoilers at the end to give context to what I say in the non-spoiler portion, if that makes any sense. But yeah, I will let you guys know when the spoiler portion's coming up, because I'm not going to spoil someone that hasn't seen the movie yet. It's pretty messed up. But yeah, let's just get right into it. First off, I want to say that I did enjoy the movie, even though I have some issues that I will get into. And honestly, none of them are huge issues that would ruin it for me, but still, I would like to get into them. The average Dragon Ball fan probably won't give a singular shit and love it regardless. I'm just a weird dude who overanalyzes the media he consumes. The slice of life vibes in this movie are vibin'. I love me some slice of life Dragon Ball, and this movie gives us a decent amount. I also thought the presentation looked great. The animation, the CG didn't look jarring in any scenes from what I remember. The framing of characters was always pretty solid. And just overall, as a piece of something to watch, it looked good. The action was very fun to watch, so good on them. I also wanted to mention the callbacks that this movie has to earlier Dragon Ball series, as one of the things that I loved about the recent Broly film was its connection to Z, not only bringing back a fan favorite character and making them canon, but the story just felt right. I loved when they showed the whole backstory of the Saiyans and shit. Even though we already knew it, it just really felt like a good connection to make it work. Kirin Superhero, while not as apparent, still has some good things to remind you of the good old days, like the Red Ribbon Army, the inclusions of androids by a descendant of Dr. Gero, and some big spoilers that I will not be getting into right now. I will say this one though, since it's not a big spoiler, but it does remind us that Piccolo doesn't have his license. This entire review will be pretty surface level, and then during the spoiler section I will expand on some of my points, so yeah. Compared to Dragon Ball as a whole, which I wouldn't say is a super comedy heavy series, well, that's not entirely true, because OG Dragon Ball had a decent amount of comedy, but to be fair, that was like an adventure shonen series, so that wouldn't be out of the norm. Dragon Ball Z is closer to what the traditional shonen is now, because it obviously helped shape part of that in its time. So the comedy was, while in some of the moments it was obviously a darker tone of a series, Dragon Ball Super, whilst having some more moments than Dragon Ball Z that are comedic, is still overall, I would say, not, comedy based. But, like Broly, this movie features more comedy than we're used to from the franchise. It almost felt like MCU humor, but, good. Speaking of the MCU, the music in this film. Weird segue, I get it, but I swear it connects. The music I actually thought was pretty great. Like, the overall OST, I feel like it sucks you into the moment pretty well, especially during the action scenes. Now, I do see why some people won't like the OST, as it's very Hollywood, and not very Dragon Ball by any means at all. But that's what I meant by the whole MCU thing. This entire music presentation that the film provides us feels like it was made for a superhero movie. But since it is a superhero movie, it works? But let's start getting into what we really care about. The characters. This Dragon Ball adventure features a certain group of characters that differ from the usual main focus of the series, and I appreciate that. We get to see the Piccolo Gohan combo and some of the other rest of the gang that's not super heavily featured in every single piece of the series. More people get to shine. Woo! Hands down, the best part of this movie is Pan. She is so fucking adorable. In the entire film, it showcases her as one of the future faces of the franchise as we creep closer and closer to the GT era in terms of year. Not in terms of story, because obviously Super is way different. But I just mean, like, if we keep going at the pace we're going, I am assuming we're gonna go past the end of Z. I know nothing is confirmed right now, but I feel like eventually we'll get there. And I even feel like the end of Z, whilst it can still be canon, like the episode, the chapter and specifics, whatever, they would have to retcon some things. Not change a lot, but maybe retcon a bit. power scaling wise and stuff. And I could see them going past it in the future. Also, now that I'm talking about characters, I think the direction of Gohan in this movie is done very well. I like the idea of this character that everyone knows has this potential, and a lot of fans feel like he should be, you know, it kind of speaks to the fans, I feel like, because a lot of fans are like, oh, I wish Gohan was like a fighter, even though it's not in his character to want to fight. It's in his character to want to live a normal life and whatnot. But that's besides the point. The point is that the way the direction of his character goes, it doesn't abandon his ideals while still putting him back on the battlefield and showing his potential. However, I didn't feel like his whole return to being badass was adequate. It just felt kind of unearned to me and kind of had a little impact. But on the flip side, one could argue he doesn't need a lot of earning for his abilities because he does have that potential. So I could be wrong. I get it wrong. I get it wrong sometimes. I'm not always the messiah of manga and anime reviews. I never was. Although one thing I'll never be wrong about is that mommy is best girl. Deal with it. Although I won't lie with the Gohan thing, there is a specific moment that I loved. I will mention it in the spoiler section. I love the android characters. Gamma 2 is goated. Gamma 1. Gamma 1, I didn't mind. I didn't love, but I didn't mind. He was alright. But yeah, with the whole fast-paced thing, I know that this movie was the normal length. An hour 30 or 40, I forget. But I feel like, I don't want to say they bit off more than they could chew, because as a story, it's not anything crazy. There's not too much things going on. Maybe if they got rid of the stuff, because not to spoil, but there is parts where they cut from the main characters, but there's like 5 minutes where they cut to another set of characters doing things. That doesn't really have to do with this, but it just kind of teases for the future. And I feel like they didn't have to include that, but that was more like fan service for people that want to see those certain characters. I'm trying not to explain who, but I don't know, maybe even getting rid of that like 5 to 10 minutes wouldn't have helped that much. And I don't know, man. I'll go more in depth in the spoiler side later, but the majority of the characters get very surface level moments, and the big villain, while being cool, is really just kind of there. And for me at least, I didn't feel the stakes because I already saw the next scenes coming from a mile away, which could be a good or bad thing for some, as Dragon Ball has recently been a repetitive series, not in terms of story overall, but in terms of how it handles its hero moments, using the antagonist as a catalyst for growth. The film also feels like it goes straight from the beginning to the climax. No real middle portion, even if there technically is one. It just feels that way to me. Maybe on rewatch that could change. I could very well see it changing because, you know, I was just kind of enjoying the film the first time. I wasn't really like going all deep into it. I wasn't even going to make a video. But then when I finished the movie, I was like, this shit kind of slapped. Kind of want to make a video. But yeah, I don't want to say the most obvious thing and be like, oh, the movie should have been longer. Because 2-hour-long anime movies aren't that common. I'm just saying it felt very fast to me. Maybe because I'm used to Dragon Ball working in an episodic format. But there's a lot of movies that also are very well done. For example, I just mentioned the fucking Broly movie. But there's also a lot of older movies that I thought were done well in that time frame. Maybe it's because they weren't restricted by things being canon or not. I don't know. I'm just saying that it felt very fast to me, and that's why maybe some of the moments didn't hit as hard. I'm sure for most people, they responded to all of this stuff just fine, so don't listen to me. Watch the film and form your own opinion. I'm not Anthony Fantano. You don't need to steal my opinions. Overall, though, I really love this movie. Half because it's Dragon Ball, so it's automatically going to get some like brownie points for me, I'm going to be real. And half because it has some genuinely enjoyable moments with characters that I love, and some good eye candy fight scenes that you can sit back and have a good time with. It's nothing crazy, it's not going to change your life, but it's definitely going to remind you why you fell in love with the series as a kid or got into it as an adult in the first place. I'll probably be rewatching this movie soon because why the fuck not? You guys should see it too if you haven't. And I just want to add to end off this portion that I hope Toei keeps making Dragon Ball movies like the good old days where we would get hella. Except now they're canon because they work into the timeline. Somehow. I also think the next one's like in 3 years or something. I heard they're trying to plan the next one, unless that's just wrong and I got misinformation on Twitter. Or maybe Reddit. I think I was on Reddit when I saw that. Maybe I'm just wrong. I don't want to spread misinformation. But I'm pretty sure they said they were going to make another movie in the future. I don't know. But yeah, I think that's it for the non-spoiler section. If you made it this far, comment Piccolo is the GOAT. That's how I'll know that you watched it and enjoyed it. And yeah, time to get into the spoilers. So yeah, here's the spoilers so I can expand on some of my points. This is going to be a very awkward part because I'm just reading through the notes that I wrote. Just random notes. They're not really connected. It's not structured review stuff. I'm just It's still gonna help though. So the other two connections, besides obviously the Red Ribbon Army, are not only Cell, obviously, but the whole Piccolo getting big thing, that shit was awesome. And I kind of love how it does. Once again, it kind of pokes fun at Toriyama just kind of forgetting certain things happen in his series. Or my bad, his series. Because Krillin's like, you can go big. And he's like, oh, I can go big. And then he goes big. And it's like a fucking kaiju fight. So that was pretty cool. I won't lie. That was pretty cool. Also, at the start, okay, you guys are going to kill me if I admit this. I missed like the first 3 fucking minutes of the movie. And then I had to keep walking in and out of the theater for the first few minutes. Because they were making me a fucking pizza. And it took forever. So I kept having to check. It just wasn't finished. I was like, oh my god, bro. I'm not really blaming the workers because I get it. But like for my movie experience, I kind of shat on it a bit. That's why I was scared to admit it, because I hope people aren't like, oh my god, the movie would have been so much higher rated if he like didn't miss the first minute of the film. No. But once I realized the pizza was going to be a wait, I just ran into the theater and then came back out after like 10 minutes to see if the pizza was done. But Android 21 canon? That's what I was going for when I talked at the start. That whole thing wasn't even in the script. I just remembered it. But what the fuck? If you're still watching, as of now, comment, Eddie is more mid than Dragon Ball. Just a little jokey joke. With Gohan, I loved the transformation scene where it showed the bloodshot red. It kind of does the, the typical old Saiyan, oh, my friend dead. Bah! I don't really love how the form looks, to be honest. The hair just looks kind of goofy. And I know I'll get ratioed for that shit because, like, Dragon Ball is no stranger to goofy. But I don't know. I don't know. I think it's just obnoxiously big. And I know someone would be like, well, Super Saiyan 3 has obnoxiously big hair. I don't know. It just works there. I don't love it here. It's just my opinion, dog. Don't cry about it, please. I just feel like Dragon Ball transformations used to have different ways of being cool. Now it's just Super Saiyan with different colors. Or Super Saiyan hair, but bigger. And quite frankly, not too good looking. But who cares about that? Bro did the special beam cannon, which was better than the transformation scene. Cell Max was alright. He was kind of cool. It made for a cool fight, but once again, I felt no impact from it, even though it's supposed to be like, oh, the return of a character, because it's not really Cell. It kind of felt like Bio Broly. Yeah, that sentence should be enough to explain my dislike of it. Or disdain. Is disdain the right word? Let me use Google real quick. The feeling that someone or something is unworthy of one's consideration or respect. Okay, you know what? It's close enough. I'm tempted to say I'd rather see actual Cell return. However, doing that in a movie just to kill him off by the end would not have done him justice at all. So, you know what? I'd rather them keep that for the series or some shit. Or something. Or just not bring him back. Or fucking just bring back villains like cooler. Ones that aren't canon but from movies, bro. Or like some, I don't fucking know, man. Do something cool. I just like cool Dragon Ball shit, man. To be fair, Cell Max was cool. He was cool. But yeah, that was it. But once again, like I always say, when I watch Dragon Ball, I don't like to get too critical because, like, yes, Dragon Ball has moments where it has good themes, good, philosophical, the elitist shit that elitist loves. But like, it does have very nuanced moments and like ways of portraying things that kind of hit. But for the most part, I will admit I don't watch Dragon Ball for that. Because I feel like that there are better series out there doing it better. That was a weird way to explain it. But one thing that I think Dragon Ball will always have good is good fights. So I enjoy the shit out of the fights. I'll be like, oh my god. Oh my god. Big, strong, good guy beats big, strong, bad guy. Oh. Oh, man. Moving on. I cannot blame Beerus for liking Cheelai. Hell, I like Cheelai. God damn. That green bitch. Oh, my God, bro. Oh, my God. What can I say? They also gave Vegeta a win the one time it doesn't matter. L mode. Bro's one win was off screen. Oh, man. I was very happy to finally see Goten and Trunks be grown up. That was cool. But it also kind of makes me think, I'm trying to remember, when was the last time they showed up in fucking Super? Because this is supposed to be 4 months after the Broly movie. I don't know. I don't really care. Because they were supposed to be fucking growing up earlier anyways, I'm pretty sure, off of what year it was. Whatever. I don't care. I don't care. What might be my favorite joke of the entire movie, though, going back to the joke thing, is the Hercules, where they're like, this man, we don't even know how strong he is. We can't, oh my god, we can't even begin to fathom it. I was like, bruh, this is genius. Yeah. But, yeah, like I said earlier, like, overall, oh, I almost finished without even talking. Gamma 2's death. Once again, like, I wasn't bawling, but, like, for how much screen time he had, he was a compelling enough character for me to care about his death. I thought it was cool. I thought he was cool. I actually really loved his character. I really did. I'm trying to remember before I ended off if there's anything else I really wanted to mention. And I don't think there is, but I'm definitely missing something. I've seen the film once, and it was a few days ago, so my mind's cloudy. Because, like, the last few minutes, I've just been going not off the script, because I just kept adding stuff. But yeah, like I said earlier, I really enjoyed the movie. I want to watch it again, and I think it's a pretty worthy addition to the Dragon Ball franchise. I think, yeah, no, I think it's good. I think it's good. It's definitely not bad. It's not bad. And if you say it is, then I don't know what to tell you, because I liked it. Yeah. If you guys enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. And yeah, I'ma go to sleep because it's 2:40 in the morning. Peace. Dragon Ball's mid.